It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.
Go ahead and veer subjects real quick. Is because I do want you to talk about your strains of marijuana that you have coming out. It sounds to me like you have
a big deal
few.
today. I cut a big deal today.
There
we go, man.
That's why you're here in Oakland. I see that Gary Payton. I tell people he's one of the only people. I've done comedy for over 10 years, and I was struck when I seen him in the audience at Tommy T's. He goes to Tommy T's a lot. So I was in the middle of doing my set, and I was is that Gary Payton? That's fucking Gary Payton.
In the middle of the set?
Yeah. And everybody was like, tell some jokes. And I was all, shut up. That's Gary Payton. Like, so I fucking lost my mind when I saw Gary Payton. So,
me and Gary, we did a light tour together in Boston, Massachusetts, pushing out. But Gary got weed too.
Yeah.
Gary's a weed dealer.
Yeah.
We heard that right there. We got that on video.
The old days I'd have been a snitch for saying that.
So are you guys working together on your own strain, or you guys are just...
No, he has a strain, I have a strain, but we're both working with the same company.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working with the same. Gary, great dude.
And do you guys have hybrids, indicas, sativas?
Indicas. We focus mostly on indicas. People in the ghetto, they don't want no hybrid. They want that smash.
Right. Sitting down.
They want to be laid out on the couch, stretched out, tongue hanging out. They want to be like like they on hair around almost.
Now I'm curious. How do you prefer to take your cannabis? Like in what form? Do you roll it?
I eat it.
You eat it. Okay.
I'm an edible guy.
Edible guy, huh?
I used to smoke. I was a heavy smoker. So I didn't want to smoke right now. Well, when I first started in the market about 8-9 years ago, I understand the value of money. Mm-hmm. I understand that if I smoke $30 a day, if you do that times 7, it turns into $210. $10.
$210.
But then if you smoke $100 a day, now you're $700.
Right.
$2,800 a month. So when I first started, I didn't have the kind of money where I could afford to do that. I would have been smoking too much of my profit because
right.
I was a heavy smoker.
Right.
Joint after joint after joint. The big joints now. I was doing those.
Did you have a favorite strain back then?
I used to get the skunk and the Thai bud and put them together.
Oh, got a little Thai salad, mixed salad in there. Okay.
That Thai was the one back then.
Yeah.
I just asked because back in the day, sour diesel was my shit back in the day.
We didn't have sour diesel when I was smoking. Oh. I'm talking almost 40 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just indica and Thai.
Indica and Thai, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, back in my day, it was like Purple Kush. Purple Kush was like the best
skunk.
ever.
Once in a while, you could find some skunk. So, but I didn't smoke it because I was too heavy of a smoker, and I would have been smoking up all the money.
Right.
So I said, you know what? When I found the edibles, and I tried the edibles the first time. I tried the edibles the first time since I've been out. And I was smashed.
Yeah.
I was like,
Now, the first time I ever tried an edible, man, is like, because I'll smoke it. I kind of prefer it that way, just because it gets like the job done quicker. And I like indicas, but I like sativas too because
how high you're gonna get.
Yeah, and I could gauge it. And with the edible, it's tough sometimes because unless you know exactly how much cannabis is in there, how many grams, like you might be in for a ride that day.
I did that.
Are you getting into edibles as well?
I'm putting out edibles.
And what kind of edibles are those, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine's gonna be vegan edibles. I'll probably go with the gummies.
Yeah.
More healthy. I want to get away from. I try to stay away from the sugars and I want it to be not only good but also good for you.
Absolutely.
Because we sell so much stuff that that's pieces of shit. I'm gonna just say it like it is. We just sell shit because they'll pay for it.
Right.
And I don't want to just be on a money grab anymore. I want to do stuff that is not only good for me as a seller, but also good for my consumers. I don't want to, like I wonder how these guys sell fentanyl, and I'm like, they're killing their customer.
Absolutely, man. Especially in the comedy world, you hear stories about the fentanyl being laced in the coke, and it's like, obviously it's a tragic story, but then when you actually think about it, you say to yourself, I mean, why would you, if you're a seller, why would you do that though? Because the people that are actually giving you money are now gone,
Right.
little by little. And then, I mean, you're eventually going to get a reputation. Forget the law side of it, but you're going to get a reputation for being the guy who sells fentanyl and the coke. You know, it just doesn't seem to make any business sense.
And pills, you know, they put it in pills and
Yeah.
everything. That's why so many of these kids think they're taking those Percocets and whatnot, and they say just a little pinch of that fentanyl can
Oh, it's
kill
all
you.
bad. I heard that if you just touch it, it could be like you could risk your life just touching it. So I don't know I don't know whose job it is to pack the pills, but they're risking their life just packing the pills.
No, normally it comes in patch form too. So, you know, as a nurse, you got to wear gloves and make sure you wipe off the excess before you put the new patch. And that's the way that works. But to your marijuana stuff, are you on every part of the business? Like, do you go to the farm and you see how, or you just...
That's where I come from today, a farm.
Oh, okay.
I was
Nice.
at a farm today, Grizzly Peak. You know, so I went out to Grizzly Peak. I wanted to see what their weed looked like. The weed was good, price was good, conversation was good. We like each other, so we're getting ready to put pen to paper, and hopefully we'll have a deal hashed out here in a couple weeks, and it's definitely going to help my business. Definitely going to help my business.
And how many dispensaries do you think you're going to be in once everything's...
Well, from the conversation today, I might pick up another 200 dispensaries. Right now, I'm in about 15, 20.
15,
I'm
20?
small. Yeah, I'm a small time
Yeah.
guy. You know, I ain't big yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
But I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that you can start small. You know,
What's the name of the strain, if you don't mind me asking? I don't think we heard that.
My brand is called LA Kingpin. Right now, I got peanut butter breath, I got Doscilato, and then my new strain, the Ross Runs. Yeah, we just came out with a new strain. We call them the Ross Runs. All the guys
That means it's good.
they say it's fire. It smells like candy.
Yeah.
It's purple and gray. You know, got the colors on it, and I'm excited, man, to be getting it.
Yeah. To me, it's such a trip that we're like sitting here in 2022. We're sitting here talking about weed openly like this, right? So I remember when I was a youngster. I mean, even back in the 90s, it was still so taboo to even talk about it. Did you ever think that you would see the day where we could just talk openly about doing weed deals?
Not until I got out of prison. I didn't even know weed was legal because I was in Texas. You know, so we didn't get LA newspapers. And when I got back, I'm like, what is that? They say, oh, that's a dispensary. A dispensary? What's a dispensary?
Wow. So you were shocked when you saw
Yes.
the first dispensary.
The first, and I was still on parole, right? And so my partner was like, come on, man, go with me. So I go with him, and he don't tell me that we're going to a dispensary. So we pull up, they open up the door, and I walk in. I was like, is they selling weed in here? He's like, yeah, it's legal. I was like, I'm on federal parole, and it's not legal in the field.
Right.
Yeah, but it was an experience, a little scary for me, you know, by
Yeah.
being on parole. But it was amazing, and you know, I said I got to get in this industry.
Was there a certain time limit that you had to wait? Was it 5 years or something like that?
To get off parole?
To be around
6. I did 6 years on parole,
Okay.
6 years.
and then they kept me with the same parole officer. This guy was the PO from hell. So I wrote a letter to the judge and was like, look, man, I've been with this guy for 6 years. Can I do my last 2 years with somebody else that I may be able to do better with? You
Yeah.
know, give me a chance. You know, give me a chance with somebody else. And the judge took it as a termination letter and took me off parole.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Did you a solid?
That was a judge out of
Yes.
Texas?
No, San Diego.
Out of San Diego?
Yeah. Sound like a California judge.
Judge Merlin Huff.
There we go.
That's the same judge that gave me the life sentence, too.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
But then after I got my case reversed to 20, I did another appeal, and she took it down 4 more years. So
Damn.
she really started to admire me.
Should make a strain named after her, man. Indica sativa hybrid. Indica bring you down, sativa
I
bring
don't
you
know how
right
she'll
back.
like that. She might not like that. You know I'm a judge.
I'm curious, Ricky. Like, what do you make of all this? Earlier we were talking about humility And I thought you were speaking very eloquently about what it takes to be about how important it is to be humble. But what do you make of all the notoriety and the fame that has come your way over the last 10, 15 years?
Well, I work for it. I studied. I understood that I needed it. My other life, I was more in the background. Nobody really knew me. But now I don't have anybody to stand in front. So I got to be the soldier. Right now, I tell people, if I was doing a drive-by, I'd have to be the guy. When the car pull up, they put him on the corner. Okay, you the lookout.
Right.
Pull down the street, jump in the passenger seat, get the gun out, shoot, put the gun down, jump in the driver's seat, drive off,
Right.
Pull up to the curb and tell me, jump out, run to the curb. Hey, come on, get in.
Yeah, one-man band.
Yeah, one-man gang, man. So it's cool, though.
Yeah.
That way when you have success, nobody can say, I gave it to him, or they can't come and take it back.
Right.
One of my guys said, when you earn it, they can't take it.
Absolutely.
They can take all the material things, but they can't take this right here. And that's what I learned that I had when I was in prison and I didn't have nothing. Nobody was coming to visit me, no money on my books, and I lost all my property. I started to think back when my tennis coach used to tell me the one thing that you don't lose is your mind.
Yeah.
He said, let everything else go. If you have to lose all your senses, your touch, your smell, your taste, your hearing,
Your eyes.
He said, lose all those, but not your mind.
Not your mind, man.
Because once the mind goes, all them go anyway.
Yeah.
You can't function without the mind. So
Yeah. What sense is great vision if you ain't got it up here? Yeah, that's real.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.